year 10. Welcome back, term 4. Let me just get this on to play. Healthy relationships. We're going to be talking this term about a new topic, I am in control. Obviously, we'd like God to be in control of your lives, but it's really important that you take control of a lot of decisions as well. So we're going to dive into this topic, basically looking today about what does a healthy relationship look like. And we're really going to focus on relationships within our family, relationships within our friendship circles, within our community. It could be a relationship with your pet that you have. We're not going to be talking a lot about romantic relationships at this stage, because everything that we learn through our family relationships, so siblings, parents, friendships, we transfer into romantic relationships later on. So it's really important to be able to find out what is a healthy relationship and what isn't, because when you're in a healthy friendship, it's actually easy and it's really lovely and it's balanced and it's fun. But when things are not healthy, it can be really stressful. So we're going to explore this a little bit, and then you're going to do a few activities to discover a little bit more as well. So we have a lot of things that influence us now. Probably this time of you growing up, more than any other generation, I think, have huge influences on your thoughts and your beliefs and how you start interpreting the world. Obviously, Hollywood, media, TV, Instagram, Facebook. You guys are probably not on Facebook. That seems to be for the oldies, as my 19-year-old tells me. But, like TikTok and all those kind of things heavily influences what we see of our world and what we see of people in relationship. Even things like, on Instagram, it's a snapshot of the perfect world. Like, it's a snapshot of people looking amazing and giving their best. I know I follow a lot of artists on Instagram, and sometimes as an artist, I'm reminded that we just see the end product and we just see something that they've probably spent weeks and weeks and hours perfecting, rather than the whole journey from start to end. And sometimes I look at it and go, oh, I don't think I could do that. But we're only seeing the end. We're not seeing that hard journey. And I think that's what we need to think about even in relationships, is that, there's a start, there's a middle, and it takes effort to keep those relationships going. So, I just found a few celebrities to put on here for you, and thinking about what do we know about these people and their relationships, their friendships, maybe their marriages, their world of who they tour with, who they're acting with. It tells us a lot about a person. And sometimes the online world, we don't actually see the reality of what's actually going on or who they really are. So let's have a look. Who are your role models? We would like God to be the ultimate role model. He is the ultimate perfecter and role model about love. So all relationships require love, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a family relationship. If we do not love people, it's hard to respect them, and it's hard to be kind to them, and hard to do all of those kind of things. So it's really important to think about these kind of things. Like growing up, when I looked at healthy relationships, my grandparents were one of my biggest role models, because what I saw with them was that they were connected, they had mutual respect, they had their own individual interests and time away from each other to do that, and then they would come back and they would enjoy each other. Family was a really big, important thing to them, and I watched them and their journey in life, and I always looked up to them. And friends. What friends do you have that you know are like really healthy and really good friendships? Or you might see a cousin of yours that has a really good friendship with someone, and you kind of go, oh, I'd love to find a really good friend like that. You know, what is it about them that makes you feel really comfortable and see that it's healthy? Church leaders are great role models as well. So looking up to your pastor or your youth leader or someone in there that, helps encourage you. Like when I was your age, year 10, I played a lot of music at church. So I played piano, played the organ, and the lady who was in charge of music was an amazing role model to me. Like, she took me under her wing. She taught me everything she knew. I used to go around and help babysit her kids. And, you know, we just had this really lovely friendship. And she was just another person in my life that I needed at that time. Celebrities. A lot of people look up to celebrities these days. Actors, musicians, you name it. There's so many different people out there that we look up to. Bible characters can be also role models. We can think about, you know, David in the Bible, who had a heart after God, who made some pretty big mistakes in his life, but he still had a soft, kind heart towards God. And we can learn a lot through these characters in the Bible about what is a good, healthy relationship. So where do you learn about relationships? Something to keep in your mind. What makes up a good, healthy relationship? These are a few things that I find are really important, and also I've learnt through my life. Mutual respect is really, really important. Trust, which, you know, comes down to integrity as well. Can you trust the other person are going to do what they say they're going to do and they're not going to let you down? This is a massive one for me. Really important in my life. Honesty, kindness, support. Are they going to be there for you when you're struggling? Are they going to hold your hand when, you know, you're having a really bad day and go, I understand. It's hard. Let me help you through this. Fairness and equality. Do you feel like it's a fair and equal relationship? Are you able to be yourself? Always, that has to be a number one in relationships. It's really, really, really important. I've been in relationships before where I couldn't. I had to be someone else to be liked. It is not a good place to be. And we can talk about that in future weeks as well. Good communication. It's really important that not just one of you talks, but you both are able to talk and communicate with each other. And having separate identities is important. Like, you know, you might like basketball and the other person might like fishing. And it's okay to be different. And it's okay to enjoy each other's differences as well. And then having understanding and empathy is really important in a relationship. So they're just a few little things. And then on Schoology, I have put down some questions for you to answer. And the idea of finding a couple of celebrities or, you know, posts on Instagram or something to share with me of what you think looks like a healthy relationship. And then is there something that looks what's distorted? You know, and I'm not meaning sexual relationships. I'm meaning just friendships or people supporting each other or family. Try and find something that, you know, distorts our reality of what is a healthy relationship as well. So good luck. Have a bit of fun with it. And I will look forward to reading what you come up with. But please look at Schoology as well. Okay, thank you. Bye.